Ready.
Well, Chris Popper here with Rebecca Wright at the Ellsworth High School. And Rebecca, you are the assistant principal and going now the second full year?
Second full year.
Second full year. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
So Ellsworth High School is embarking upon a new program that's actually, I guess, going to come here to the high school and to the Elementary-Middle School.
Yes.
So tell us about it.
So it's Rachel's Challenge is what it's called. And actually, we had Rachel's Challenge come once many years ago as well for a one-day thing. But this time they're coming and they're doing full trainings at both school and presentations to all of the students and faculty. We have community presentations during the evening. And at both schools we're having a Friends of Rachel club that will be developing at the different levels, middle school and high school level. And all of it is promoting positive school culture and kindness and compassion.
Rachel was one of the victims of the Columbine shooting.
She was the first victim of the Columbine shooting, and her father, Darrell Scott, I believe is his name, felt strongly after finding some of her writings and essays she had done for her class days before it happened, and it was all about being that one person that does that one thing of showing kindness and compassion to someone and reaching out to somebody and a difference it could make in the world. And so he started this program and doing trainings and telling her story in schools, and that's what started it. It's a national program now. So
it's kind of cool. I mean, I know that you read things about Facebook about going out and making a difference. Sit with that one child at school who maybe no one is sitting next to, and include that person into your group.
One of the things that can be done, and it's really up to the kids and the people that are trained how they want to implement it, but one thing that's mentioned is starting a new kid in school program where some of the trained kids get assigned to new kids that come into the school that don't know anybody,
like
don't have anybody to sit with at lunch, don't know how to get to their classes, and just reaching out to that person as they transition into your school, and what a difference something that simple can make.
I know, well, today being the first day of school at the high school here, it's just for freshmen, and you have lunch. You're having a barbecue lunch for the kids, and it's just a way of having those kids to, hey, get to know your school, go visit the lockers, learn how to open everything up without all the upperclassmen and the pressure to move from class to class to class.
No, this is a good day actually, and it makes them far more comfortable in the building. We also bring in any new transfer students over the summer are also welcome to come today and to get the feel for it before tomorrow when everybody's here.
And it gets a little crazy. I know that there's been talk that people say, oh my gosh, bullying happens. I mean, the school department is 100% against bullying.
Absolutely. And there's also many things and many initiatives that people may not even realize are going on. Last year, we started a mentoring program where an adult in the building is paired up with a student that might need a little more support in whatever area, just so they know I can go to this person, and they just kind of do a check-in type of thing. So all of those little pieces, I think, help the overall culture and help the bullying, because there's somebody you can go to. There's somebody that cares. There's somebody that does not want you to have to go through high school experiencing that.
I know having the school resource officer here, I mean, that's a tremendous step.
It is.
Because Amy she's there at lunchtime, she's there during breaks, she's there during after school activities, and it's just a chance for someone to check in with Amy and say, hey, listen, I need some help, or she can go around and say, how's your day going, and just that interaction.
Also, we're doing along with this as follow-up, besides the Rachel's Club, we're also going to utilize commonsense.org and do a series once a month within our advisory program on digital citizenship. It's a full curriculum at each grade level. And truly, sitting at the desk I sit at now, I have to say that we see that more than all other types is the cyberbullying and what's going on out in social media. And it seems like such an overwhelming, impossible thing to address. And yet, if we don't start educating them about what happens when you put that picture out there and how that's there forever, and through the Rachel's Challenge, being kind. Why attack somebody on Facebook? Why, So we're trying to do a multi-pronged thing here.
And kids today, I mean, when you look at Twitter, when you look at Facebook, when you look at Instagram and Snapchat and all the other ones, they are surrounded. I mean, they're bombarded.
Inundated.
Inundated.
I read a book over this summer, and it was talking about the huge impact, and it's directly tied to social media, that it has had on young women. And the emotional, the uptick in anxiety and, mental illnesses and things. And it has impacted young girls so incredibly, more so than boys even. More so by quite a bit, because so much of who they are is tied up in how I look and how I'm being accepted and what do people think of me. And it's pretty startling, the effect. So
one of the things, and I know that last year there was an issue where a threat was made on a chat line. If you see something, the most important thing to do is to say something.
Absolutely.
Whether it's bullying, whether they're threats, whatever. I mean, you need the community to let you or public safety officials know if they come across something that they perceive as being against the norms.
Absolutely. And people may never know. I think they're frustrated and they think nothing happens. We obviously cannot share what happens.
Right.
But everything gets followed up on. And luckily in the Ellsworth system, if you go to Ellsworth School Department online, there is a place to do an anonymous referral. And it gets sent directly to the administrator that it needs to be sent to look into it. And nobody ever has to know who it was or where it came from. But at least we're made. And sometimes it at least makes us aware of a situation to be watching, even if there's nothing to be done at the moment or we can't prove anything, then we know to watch this and to keep an eye on it and to be supportive of whatever students it might be affecting.
Yeah, I mean, we've been very lucky in that there hasn't been a real incident in our area where guns have been brought in or things like that, but
it's such a different culture.
Yes.
Now, I grew up in Presque Isle, and everybody had their hunting rifles in the back and riding their snowmobiles to school, that type of thing. So it really is a very different mindset, and I think it's hard for people to accept that sometimes. That
well, and the thing is that every threat is going to be taken seriously.
Absolutely.
You should never joke about a threat.
No.
I mean, because that excuse, well, I was just joking, that's not going to hold up anywhere.
Right. No, it won't. And I think that people are not completely cognizant of the consequences either. That making a threat, writing something even on a bathroom wall, and you're just upset that day and I'm going to blow everybody up, that will get you expelled in this day and age.
Right.
It really will, because you just can't take it lightly. You can't assume that it's just a passing thing. You have to pay attention to it, and we do that here, I would say.
Rachel's Challenge letters have gone home.
Letters are going out today as we speak, just letting parents know. It's on our Facebook page. It's on our website. There's a link at the high school here. It is through K-12. It's going through the whole thing. And certainly if there's any questions anybody has, they should feel free to contact any of the administrators about it, and
All
we
right,
can give
so
them more info.
The 16th is for the middle school, elementary,
Middle school, and there's an evening community presentation that night at 6:30, and then Tuesday the 17th is here at the high school, and we also have an evening presentation at 6:30. They're probably geared a little differently,
Right.
depending on the age level, but certainly if you really wanted to see it and couldn't come, you had a conflict, you can go to either one of them. There'll be childcare and refreshments provided at both, and it is suggested that nobody under 12 attend.
Okay.
I think they speak a little more about Columbine in the adult
Okay.
programs.
So
Yeah.
block the dates. If you have concerns, questions, you can always call the school here and chat
absolutely,
with you.
or email.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Do you want to give your email?
All right, at ellsworthschools.org.
All right, perfect. All right, so Rachel's Challenge coming here to Ellsworth, the community schools here. I hope you'll be able to come and participate in the adult sessions. And you don't have to have a child here. And if you're a community
Anybody
member,
could
you
come.
can
Absolutely.
come to
Yeah.
those night sessions.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, perfect. We're going to do a lot more of what's happening here at Ellsworth High School throughout the school year. Thanks for watching. Check out all the other videos we have on the WDEA YouTube channel.